I'm a 26-year-old Indian woman who's also into spirituality. Like, can you imagine being a Gen Z, being an Indian woman, and also a spiritual one? It's a really tough ride, guys, because I don't fit in. Like, I have been attracted to wrong people, wrong energies, wrong spaces, and I've never met another woman like me of my age who could understand me, who could validate what I'm going through, who could just make me feel seen and heard and understood. It has never happened, not yet. So the reason why I am making this video is because recently I have realized that it's not that people like me do not exist. They do. It's just that I haven't been able to match the frequency so that I can attract these people into my life, so that I can connect with them in real time, right? So if this video is for you, if you've ever felt like you don't belong, like you just don't feel understood and seen, and you're always trying to hide, you're always trying to put a mask on, and it's exhausting to put a mask on, to be honest. If you're into spaces, into relationships, into friendships that pushes you to be somebody who you're not, that's always exhausting, guys. It's always gonna drain you, and social settings are the perfect way to analyze if you are matching the frequency of your soul or not. My soul have always been vibing at a high standard, so anything that felt really draining, anything that felt like this is not me, I always listen to it. And this is the secret, many people try to push themselves harder into spaces, relationships, and into projects, whatever, if they don't feel like connected, if they don't feel like they are getting back the energy, or if they don't feel nourished, they just push themselves harder into their space, thinking that maybe I'm not putting enough effort. It's not that. It's like that space is too small for you and your soul. Your soul has high standards, so do not try to compress it. If you try to compress a file into a smaller size, the quality will drop. And this is what happens with our soul as well. It's not that you're not capable of doing something, it's just that you're not in the right space. You're not surrounded by the right people. There's a saying that says that you can convince 50 scholars with one fact, but you can never convince one idiot with 50 facts. And this is a fact. So just stop trying to drain yourself and try to take pauses. Pause when you feel drained. Pause when you have an interaction with somebody, and when you come home, think about it. Think about what it felt like. Think about if you ever want to see that person again. Not from the fear of feeling alone, but from a very high place in your soul, thinking that, okay, does this match my standard? Does it really nourishes me? It's not about being selfish, guys. It's about reciprocity. You need to receive what you give out. If you just keep giving energy, time, and your focus and attention in your surroundings without receiving it, you will end up feeling drained. And especially if you're a woman, you need to like engrave in your subconscious mind that boundaries are important. Boundaries will keep your energy protected, and they will keep you safe from anyone who's an energy vampire or whatever. But that's not what we do we? As women, we are built to nourish our environment. We are built to give. But to be honest, it's not really helping us rise. As a woman, if you're trying to make money, and if you are making a good amount of money, but for some reason you just can't sustain it, you just can't feel comfortable with money. You just, as soon as you receive some money, you just give it away, or you let your husband handle it, or you let your parents handle it. It's not that you're not capable of handling your own money, it's that you have a trauma behind it. Maybe a childhood trauma, maybe a trauma from the previous lifetime, who knows. But it's gonna be there with you like a best friend that doesn't have the best interest in their heart for you. So it's your responsibility to take care of yourself. And if you really want to help others as a spiritual woman, as a woman entrepreneur, or as a soulpreneur, you need to first learn how to protect your energy, because you cannot fill another person's cup if your cup is empty. You need boundaries, you need analysis of where the blockages are, where the money is literally holding you back, all these things. And that's the reason why I have developed a process, a simple process of emotional alchemy, where we use emotional alchemy to become rich. As simple as that. We're going to use emotional alchemy, which is a practical, important skill, and we're going to make big money by removing the blockages for women who are spiritual entrepreneurs and who heal others. But you know what? I'm going to ask you, if you're healing others, who is healing you? If you are removing blockages, money blockages, financial blockages of other people, who is removing your blockages? This will lead to burnout. This will lead to you being completely empty, exhausted, and it will force you into a negative spiral. And then you would start questioning everything, every choice, and you will start doubting yourself, which is something we need to avoid. So I'm going to be teaching emotional alchemy to spiritual entrepreneurs, my fellow soulpreneurs, especially women. So please like, subscribe, join the community, and keep watching.